Hi everyone, today I want to talk to you about something that sadly I'm not seeing enough of when I go and visit a lot of call centers these days doing consulting, and that's side by side or double jacking coaching. It's when a team leader typically will sit next to an agent with a headset on and listen in real time while they're actually talking to a customer. It's incredibly powerful because it does two things. One, it enables them to coach in real time. So if an agent is stuck or struggling for information, they can quickly pop a customer on hold and the team leader can point them in the right direction. The other reason it's really powerful is they can also say nothing and do a summary after the call and give them a couple of little tips that they can then put into practice immediately on the next call. It might be little things like asking for permission to put the customer on hold before they just quickly put them on hold. It might be a different way to use the system. So you know what, instead of loading the screen this way, why don't you try it this way? All those things are really important, powerful tools and tips to actually help an agent's performance. The other thing I think is really powerful with side-by-side coaching is when team leaders are doing this across their whole team, they get to notice patterns. And they might see that all agents are struggling with a particular system, and it might be that they can't find a button or they can't find the information, etc. And as a team leader, your job is to help the business overall and help represent your team. So you can then take back to management and say, hey, you know what, all our guys are really struggling with this. I observed it in all the calls. And if we could eliminate this button, for example, we might save 10 seconds off every call, or we might improve the customer experience. That only comes with actually doing the hard yards and sitting there and observing and watching what's actually going on. Now, in a lot of call centers, they actually have targets or KPIs on how much double jacking needs to occur. So my advice is, have a chat to your team leaders or look at what's in your team leaders' job descriptions about how much time they should spend double jacking, because honestly, we ask their team leaders to do so much stuff these days, from rosters to maintaining intranets or knowledge platforms to organizing team lunches, you name it, everything but coaching, it seems. So get back to basics, I think, is the number one advice, and do some double jacking and side-by-side coaching. It's a great tool. We should use it.